Good morning and welcome to episode 1294 of Hard Factor. It is Thursday, September 14th, 2023. Thank you for cheating on the news with us. 80-ish% accuracy guaranteed right here on this podcast. Follow, like, and set to auto download, please. Today, I've got actually mostly fun trends in your cup of coffee in the big time for once. It's rare.
The news was fun, huh? Yeah.
Right. It's rare that like a lot of the actual trending stories are really fun. So we'll discuss them. And I didn't have to like even really spice it up with anything that was, there's like Mexico, there's aliens in Mexico, they claim. Well, in Peru being unveiled in Mexico. There is a lot of like, Lauren Boebert, you guys see the pictures?
Yeah, the Mexicans have never been fooled.
Never. And then I don't know. Yeah, I mean, Wes, I saw your eyebrows go up when I said the other thing. So maybe you've seen
Boebert's boobs. You said BBs.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you might have seen a couple pictures.
You say BCs.
I might have seen a few pictures throughout the day.
Yeah. You might have seen a few pictures. Yeah, so we got all that. That's actually like fun trends. Those are in the coffee.
I say let her open carry.
She should do it. She should be able to do whatever she wants.
Yeah, she can do whatever she wants. Let her open carry whatever the hell she wants.
Well, not everybody in the state of Colorado feels that way, and we'll get into it. But I mean, certainly she was open carrying herself, regardless. Mark's got
carrying.
Yeah, packing.
She was open carrying.
Open. Mark's got a good news, bad news on deck. Well,
that's it.
Yeah, nice. Well, even it out.
I like to even it out. Yeah, try to.
Good. That's good. Yeah. You don't want to, I mean, you got to like, if I like that, if you bring yourself down, you got to bring yourself back up. It's like
that's right. Yin and yang.
Drugs. Like when you take too many downers, you got to take some uppers and
exactly. Mm-hmm. Like that sketch we did when we tried to do that and it ended in a rape scene.
Yeah. Not acceptable this day and age, but that sketch was at the time.
Well, the guy had it coming to him because he was being a jerk. Yeah. Yeah.
It's true. It was a male.
He was trying to kind of assault a woman, and then
if that makes a difference to anybody, I don't know.
And then he got his comeuppance instead. Why he ends up getting assaulted by a man who did the same thing to him that he was trying to do to a woman at a frat party. So it was kind of like
it's fine.
Yeah, no, I think we nailed it. I think we're making fun of frat guys that do that, and instead that guy got it in the rear end. Yeah, it's progressive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we should.
West had. Yeah. Wes has a double trouble sex double to bat us home today.
Double trouble sex double. You got that right.
Damn.
Whoa.
Sounds crazy.
Yeah. It's fun. I think you'll enjoy it. It's crazy.
Nice. I can't wait. So it's been a long day. For those who don't know, we patreon.com/hard factor. If you want to support the boys, we record some extra shows on this day. And have you guys noticed anything different? I've changed.
Your facial hair looks awesome.
Oh yeah, look at you.
Welcome, Taylor. First live show. Have a great fucking day to you, Taylor.
Yeah, live comments from Taylor.
We'll do some nice grooming.
I completed the circuit, is what I'm calling it.
Yeah.
So now you've got to say you'll bleach your what? Not just your mustache.
Well, I mean, look, I'll do the whole muff mouth if people really want it, but I mean, we got to get to that 10,000 on YouTube. So stop what you're doing. Go to the YouTube app. Look up Hard Factor. You know, it's youtube.com/Hard Factor News. We're at Hard Factor. Get us to 10,000 on there, and you can bleach my whole goatee or just the mustache, whatever you want.
We get to choose.
I'm showing you guys different styles. So
yeah, nice. I like it. I think that one. I like this one better than the one.
I honestly can't remember what you looked like 3 hours ago, but
because it looks so natural.
Yeah. I learned that Wes just observes nothing around him today.
Yeah. After we did the Patreon shows, I got a virus on my computer I've been dealing with for 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
I went grocery shopping. It's been a long day, but I'm excited for the news stories we have tonight.
Yes.
They're going to be good.
Yes, me too.
Yeah. They're as
Very
fun
excited.
as your facial hair.
I didn't think I'd be able to pass a goatee past anybody. But Mark.
No, I saw it. I saw it right away. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But you know,
Got by me.
I always come in like 2 minutes late anyway, so it's like hard for me to banter before.
It's
the
a
show.
look that I feel is maybe looked down upon these days.
By
whole,
who?
Like the complete circular goatee. I don't know.
I mean,
No, it's awesome.
yeah.
Think so?
I don't think it's looked down. I mean, it depends on where you are. If you're like a Hillary Clinton, campaign event, maybe. But
It depends how you present yourself with it. If you're like,
if you add
like-
a bandana, I feel like that gets a lot of bad.
If you're like, I want to shake your hand, then it might be looked down upon if you're doing that to everybody. But if you're opening the door for ladies and waving,
Oh no, I'll be
nice.
polite with the
Yeah,
goatee.
it's fine.
yeah.
I
Overly
like it.
polite.
Yeah. In fact, I'll be a
Stick your
representative.
tongue out. You like the circuit?
I'll be representative of Pythons and Hogs. That's why I really did it, because the Pythons and Hogs T-shirt came in a little too dark, so it's not. I'm not showing it off, but it's very comfortable. The back though.
Ooh, look at that.
Well, that's a party. That looks like a beach bar.
Ooh.
That looks like
Pythons and Hogs. You got to go to store.hardfactor.com to get your hands on the Pythons and Hogs tee, which is very comfortable. And they will fix. Just send us a picture. If your front printing's messed up, they'll fix it for you. So
look what I'm rocking.
Oh wow,
Ooh, Mark's got
golden
the
elbow.
golden elbow. Holy
I love
shit.
that.
You know, you can only get a golden elbow piece of merchandise by signing up to be a golden elbow tier member at patreon.com/hardfactor. So
Or being a host. One of the two. You gotta be in that tier or be a host. Yeah.
So it's pretty exclusive.
okay.
So
Yeah.
if you really want to support the show, that's the way to do it. I think we've done enough ads, right? Maybe for
Let's do the news.
the top. We good?
Yep, we have.
Yeah, cup of coffee in the big time.
Like I said before, pretty fun today, at least
Live-
as of the time we take.
Hang on, Will. Live commenters are saying, I'm not fitting in. Sorry, that's not. Sabina says Mark needs glasses and Inception.
Ooh.
BJJ, my voice doesn't need a hat too. So let me just
Pop them
do it.
on, Mark. Pop on some glasses and a hat, please. Okay. What is he gonna? Which one's he gonna get? Glasses.
Marijuana hat.
Glasses are on, and then the marijuana leaf hat. Fantastic.
That's a change right there.
You look great. You look great.
That's a whole new man right there.
there you
It
go.
really is. Mark
You're
now
right.
looks like he's like DJing, like DJing somewhere.
Yeah.
Or like valeting, one of the two.
Or I'm an undercover cop.
Yeah.
Yeah. DJ. Yeah. One of the two.
You're like a roadie for a reggae band.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Where do you
He's
want
moving
it?
something for you.
Yeah.
To be fair, we all are.
Yeah.
This is now the podcast of professional movers everywhere. Okay, like I said at the top, in the coffee, pretty fun trends today, at least as of the time we taped. Okay, I can't control what happens between now and when you listen to this, but mostly fun as of now. Couple of updates to start. They got the Pennsylvania killer who was on the loose after escaping prison,
Nice.
and it was in Chester County, as Wes guessed yesterday. That's like right around the prison, right, Wes?
So he didn't get anywhere.
He didn't get far.
No,
He did not get
He didn't
far.
do anything.
And he got his face bitten off by a fucking border patrol German Shepherd too. That's why he
that was
all
what
bloody.
that was.
That's why he was all bloody.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
He
he's
got
pretty
bit by a
fucking bloody, man.
dog.
And then they made him take pictures with like the whole like what was it, like SWAT special? I don't know, special cops or whatever. They like did like a
They gave
lineup.
that guy a lot of shit. That's for sure.
He was also wearing an Eagles shirt, which is not good. Or like an Eagles jersey.
Yeah.
Not a good look for the fucking Eagles. Come on.
Yeah, but he's just in Eagles territory, right? So there's probably a lot of
Yeah.
birds like merchandise just rolling around, like if you're gonna get your hands on something.
right.
Yeah.
At long last, fellas, the debate over who is taller, Putin of Russia, President Vladimir Putin of Russia, or Kim Jong-un, the debate is over. And it appears, I guessed one thing correctly, that Kim Jong-un did not have the balls to wear his platform shoes when he met Putin face to face when he shook his hand this week. But take a look. There's an official taller man. Here it is. There they are shaking hands. The sidewalk. Look at that.
Putin.
By a clear like half inch of his bald head, he's taller.
Damn. Do you think Putin was wearing platform shoes?
Yeah,
though?
he might be wearing lifts.
He may have been wearing the pumps.
Right.
Yeah. Impossible to tell. And Russia will never let you know. They're good at spying. So,
live comment from Josh Wilderson, which I think is great. Mark looks like an informant in an 80s movie.
Yeah.
Another 48 hours. Right?
Yeah, like an undercover. Yeah, like he's watching you at the casino. You know,
I got a big
Marcus
earpiece in.
smoking
I got a giant earpiece in. I'm pretending to fit in.
Fucking weed hat. How do I fit in? I don't know. Put a weed hat on.
That's what I'm saying, man. I'm a narc.
It's awesome. I love the look.
Yeah, that's great.
I love the
I
look.
do too. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, it's a party.
Yeah,
it's a party. Yeah. So thanks to Cam in the Hive for that video. I think it does prove that Putin's probably taller, right? Like, I mean, you got to assume if either guy was wearing pumps. Or do you think that Putin actually pumped himself up?
I think Putin's got him. I think both of them might have tried to pump themselves up an inch, but I think Putin's always.
They probably wore their biggest shoes each, right, to shake on the sidewalk right there.
Exactly.
Putin was clearly like a little bit taller, so
right. But they're both short guys.
I think it kind of settles the debate. Okay. Another update. Unfortunately, CPI inflation is up again for August 2023 readings, but everybody probably already knew that, having lived the month. Things are expensive. And then the last update on stuff, that was the only like unfun one, really. The last update on stuff we haven't talked about in a while. The House China Select Committee in Congress issued their first subpoena ever to find out, like, I guess for the committee, to find out what the hell was happening inside the lab in Reedley, California that we talked about that one time. The one where they had all the COVID and other viruses and mice like in jars laying around in the warehouse.
The timing was weird. Yeah.
Right. So weird. Like when they formed the company, like April, right before COVID broke out. Anyways, the company Prestige Biotech, you may remember that name. Yeah, that's their name. And Universal MedTech Inc. are under the microscope, both Chinese companies. And so a representative of China has been subpoenaed to explain what was going on at the weird lab that everybody found in Reedley, California.
Great. So they're going to send over their best liar. Great.
Right. We'll get the truth finally.
Yeah.
Surely.
Yeah, sure.
We'll know everything after this.
Yeah.
After this subpoena.
Yeah. Okay, Mr. Yang, we believe you. Like,
right.
Yeah.
But I mean, hey, at least they're trying to find out what was going on. It was a weird fucking thing, you know, having all that shit.
I gotta put these photos up because I wasn't convinced, and I found some photos, and I don't know, man. I don't know about this Putin.
Well, that's bad depth.
Okay, but that's not. And he's.
Yeah, but Putin's leaning and Kim Jong-un's standing straight up. That's a perspective thing.
Okay.
Right. I think, and as we know, Wes can be fooled by perspective.
Yes,
true.
Shots actually.
True.
It's true.
I feel like I feel like Putin's got him. Like if they're both bald, Putin's got him by like a half inch, and depending on who wore the ballsiest lifts, like that meeting, then one might have the other. But I think no lifts, no hair. Putin's got him by a half inch or so.
Yeah. And I think when you see the video, because then still it can be in a spot where somebody looks taller or shorter. The video kind of showed like Putin kind of like had him at every angle. Like,
plus Putin is always on horseback, and there's no way Kim Jong-un rides horses.
I just like Kim Jong-un better. I don't know why. I just want him to be taller. I mean, they're both terrible people, but I like him more. Yeah.
Huh. I like him more than Putin. It's real. I hate Putin.
Yeah. It's a real neo-Nazi Satanist kind of deal.
I think it's a clear choice.
Well, yeah, but I don't think the people of his country would agree with.
Right. I think that Putin's certainly more Russians.
Probably better to Russians than Kim Jong-un is
Kim Jong-un over.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no. 100% of North Koreans would like Kim Jong-un technically, because they would at gunpoint forced to vote yes, that they love him.
He's their favorite person. Actually.
Putin at least tries to get his people
God
food.
Actually,
Yeah, he always sends them to war and to die.
Human God.
No, he's a piece of shit. But to his own people, he's slightly better than Kim Jong Un.
The rich Russians love Putin.
From an outsider, I agree with you. I like Kim Jong Un more than Putin. Not being a member.
I just like his swag more too. You know, I like the way he does things. You know, the fucking whore train,
slow train.
Yeah.
Slow whore train that doesn't go past 36 miles per hour.
He doesn't let people wear the same outfits as he does. I mean,
it's probably because if the train has to derail or slow down, he doesn't want to get his dick bitten off. So that's probably why it goes slow. It's like whoa. Yeah.
I mean, they both are,
Terrible
sort of
people.
Totalitarian regime guys, like they're autocratic or whatever. I mean, they have awesome lives for sure.
Right.
Kim Jong Un or Mother Teresa?
Mother Teresa.
Okay.
All right. That cleared it up. Thanks.
Wouldn't be as fun, but
yeah. No, it wouldn't. I mean, you're gonna get Rodman when you hang out with Kim Jong Un. You're gonna get Seagal when you hang out with Putin. There's a lot. I mean, there's different. I know, Wes, you don't. That's why you hate Putin. So that's why you like Kim Jong Un.
Probably plays a part in it.
Wes has seen the pictures of the two a million times.
Yeah.
I don't blame you. Now. Okay. In other North American politics news, Justin Trudeau of Canada says he has no intentions to step down, despite calls for him to resign, growing north of the border. Apparently, I didn't really look too far into it, but Trudeau felt the need to say that he's not stepping down. So there must be something happening.
Not surprising. Yeah.
Right. And then south of the border, this is where the action's at. On Tuesday, the Mexican government had their first public hearing on UFOs. And I'm sure you guys saw some of the videos. I'm going to play the video on really low and talk over it because it's in Spanish. But Jaime Maussan, I don't know how you pronounce his last name, but
I'm a moron.
What you're seeing here, he brought 2 boxes containing what he said were the small stuffed bodies of extraterrestrials, aliens, that were recovered in Peru in 2017. See them on the screen there?
That's the fakest.
It looks like ET turned into a mummy, kind of.
It looks like a paper mache project.
Yeah,
well,
a little
they're
bit.
mummies, is what they are.
That's not a mummy. That's a manufactured.
No, they are actually.
That's
mummies.
what he's saying. He's saying that carbon-14 dating carried out by the National Autonomous University of Mexico has determined that the remains were 700 and 1,800 years old. I guess individually, different ages. And Maussan, basically, he's like the Grush, the David Grush of America. The guy who claims about all the Pentagon programs.
Nice deck.
Lou Elizondo type. He's one of those of Mexico. I don't think he has a military background, but he's been reporting on UFOs in Mexico and South America for years, and now he's going into Mexican Parliament in their first open hearing about UFOs and saying that these are actual legit bodies recovered in Peru.
Speaking of not knowing depth of field, why has this guy got a display case 7 times too large for this alien?
Right, because it had to be grand, they had to really they had to
center his ass,
put it out there.
Center his ass. It's like all headroom.
Yeah,
you wanted a better coffin for the
all I can
alien
see all I can see is coffin satin.
That pillow's too big for that
bottom,
alien.
It's way too big. The pillow's way too big. It's like if you get a dog, bed 4 times sizes too big, and your dog looks like a jackass on that thing. That's what it looked like.
That pillow's huge on that alien.
Yeah,
you got a whole alien there.
Come on, Jaime,
show it off.
Yeah,
I'd like that pillow.
Fit it. Maybe I'll believe you.
Did you see though that apparently this guy, they also said that they're like insect kind of species, and they had eggs inside of them. Well, did you see one of the photos?
Here it is.
Yeah.
You see the eggs there?
Yeah,
I'm gonna pull it up for you there. That's the guy. So that's their body there. You see, they say that it's like a bird. They have a light bone structure like a bird. They're tall. They got these imagine they're short but tall and skinny. You know what I mean? They're shorter than humans but tall and skinny for themselves. And then they have these 3 little balls. These are things Wes talking about in their little stomach here. Yeah, Wes, I don't know. What is that? The three balls?
I think they're stones.
It's like a bird, like they have to eat
Yeah.
stones to like grind up their food inside their stomach.
I think don't 80% accuracy here, but I think it's already been proven that these things are just mummies of like ancient like children or something. Like
right. So
like,
in 2015, yes,
Yeah.
Wes. So this guy, you see the tag, the information tag on Twitter or wherever you see this on social media.
This is
They're
completely false.
right. It's a proven hoax. It's a
Yeah.
proven hoax.
Yeah.
But
he brought back the hoax.
Right. But Wes, he says, yes, he did. Yes, he did, Wes. But hold on. Wait.
They've forgotten.
I got a new app.
This time, wait. Hold on. Hear me out here. Musan says that these are new alien bodies that have been recovered. These are the legit ones that have been found in 2017. Those last ones that they got debunked in 2015, that's some bullshit. He's moved on from that, Musan. He's found the real deal now, is what he's saying. So and remember, this is also just a presentation to Mexican Parliament, just like Grush's stuff was a presentation to, it's a testimony to, the U.S. government. People are under oath, but it doesn't necessarily mean that absolutely everything they say is going to be totally true. Maybe they believe it, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's true. Right?
Put that alien back up there. I'm not a very violent person, but I have the urge, not the other one, like where he's got
big pillow.
I got the urge to punch this guy in the face. These aliens.
Yeah, and he's small,
I would like to punch like 15 little aliens in a row.
And he's small. Like you could really do it. Like you just take them out one by one. Pop.
Awesome.
Maybe that's why they haven't revealed themselves, because we're so physically superior. I saw some people in the Discord discussing maybe they've actually tested us before and it went poorly because of how scrawny they are. It's weird. It's weird how their chest. What's this like chest? They have like a metal bar holding their chest together. I don't understand that.
It's because if they get tapped in the chest, it's like, ow.
Yeah.
It's bird chest. Yeah.
Where they fall apart because they're fake.
Yeah. Right.
Right. Because it's a doll.
That's to keep it together.
Yeah. It's the keep it together brace.
It's just duct tape. Yeah. So anyways, buying the bodies. What do you think, fellas?
Not at all.
Right. No. So pretty
I was
much
excited when I first saw this because I saw the like the illustration and the graphics and stuff, and then I saw the big pillow picture. And I was like, oh god damn it,
Yeah. The only thing, like the Brazil sightings we've talked about in the past, where people claim to have seen actual aliens that have scurried out of UFO crashes and stuff. The only thing that I will say is that like they all do kind of have the same description of like small, grayish brown, sort of like ET looking thing. So it's, I guess, if you were to actually see one and it did match the description of all these sightings, that it's kind of what it should look like. But at the same time, everybody says it's fake. He's done the fake before. So you would really have to have some serious proof. If we're coming in with a second fake, it seems pretty obvious.
I'm glad they're small. Could you imagine the hysteria if all the descriptions were like 9 feet tall,
right?
Big dicked, like just
that would terrify
huge, big chest plate, like that. You don't want that. Hairy, like you want small and scrawny and bird. Yeah,
it's perfect.
Take it.
It's perfect. It's perfect. So I mean, maybe it's a. Who knows? Go look up about Project Blue Book.
Giant and horny. You don't want that.
No, you don't. Look up about Project Blue Book if you're interested in like why there's so much media hysteria around this stuff. They've done this before. Like if it's not real or whatever, and it's getting a lot of play by the government, like stuff has happened like this before. Here's something you don't hear every day. An old Republican, very old, is retiring from the federal government, and he wants from running again, and he wants to raise the minimum wage nationally to $11 an hour. That's weird.
It's not already $11 an hour.
Yeah,
it's $7.25, I think, something like that.
Who's
like
paying
maybe lower?
$7.25? Is it restaurants that have tips? Because if you're paying someone $7.25 an hour that doesn't have like good tips, you're an absolute monster.
It can be different state to state. It can be different state to state, but nationally, I think it's like $7.25. In Nevada, I think it's $11.25. I don't know.
There's got to be there's a national minimum wage.
We're up front.
Yeah, there is, but it's low. That's
you're not getting paid.
Well, you're right. It's $7.25.
Yeah, $7.25. There you go. And he wants to raise it to $11 an hour, and it's Mitt Romney. So,
all right, that makes sense.
It's a little weird. Yeah, he's retiring, even though he's the healthiest old one of all of them. and he wants to raise the minimum wage to $11 an hour from $7.25 in exchange for harsher immigration enforcement when it comes to.
I always thought Mitt was one of the good ones. Look, he knows when to quit. He wants the minimum wage up a little bit. Yeah, you know.
Well, Mitt's loaded. He doesn't need to stay in office any longer.
Good on you, Mitt.
Probably the richest senator.
Right. Yeah. No, he's not. That's another guy, but Mitt is up there for sure. He's loaded. And I just wish Pat was here to give a fond farewell to his guy, Mitt. Pat, it's like he always says it's the only R he's ever liked or been attracted to, also known as Pierre Delecto, Mitt Romney. Farewell.
Delecto. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a handsome man. Mitt Romney.
He is. Silver Fox.
Go enjoy your retirement, you handsome son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Wish he'll start a trend, you know. Maybe this is the what we need to get it rolling. Is,
I think that's kind of like McConnell and Pelosi are totally going to follow suit. And fine.
I think that's like kind of like what he's implying with all this shit. You know, he's like everybody else who's going to be in their 80s and needs to get out of the way, and I think that's like kind of what old Mitt's trying to do, but. Nobody's going to listen to fucking Mitt Romney. They never have. So like, it's not. He's just going to be rich, and nobody's going to listen to him. That's
Corey.
He's a religious weirdo, isn't he, Mitt Romney?
Oh, he's just a Mormon, right? Because
he's very religious, but he's not. I mean, his common sense is pretty strong. But
I've heard him say some weird stuff. That's like
he's not.
He's been all over the board. He had the Pierre Delecto burner. I mean, he's
no one's perfect.
All politicians are a little weird when you peel the onion back.
He's getting out. Let him go. Let him leave.
At least he's leaving. I'm with Mark on that.
Get him out of here. Corey Webb says $7.25 an hour, and you wonder why people are sucking dick.
No shit. You make a lot more sucking dick than $7.25 an hour. Than
what the hell is $7.25? You could work 80 hours a week, and $7.25 wouldn't get you rent in most places.
No.
Not you'd be on assistance.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, for sure. But so long, Mitt. Which brings us to another wild Republican in
the cream of the crop.
And fellas, we talked about it at the top, but recently single. I mean, she filed for divorce this year. Lauren Boebert, Republican representative of Colorado, 36 years old, and many on the internet say this, and no offense to the female listeners, I'm just saying what many on the internet say. They say she's stacked. Some say on the internet. And some say, and she was attending the Beetlejuice, the musical, at the Temple Hoyne. I don't know if that's a Denver word. I don't know how to say it. Temple Hoyne Bell Theater in Denver on Sunday night with an unidentified date, a male.
Lucky.
He was enjoying himself, Mark.
Yeah.
Maybe a little too much. You'll hear when they were removed from the theater due to alleged obnoxious behavior. Obnoxious, people are saying in the theater.
Chesty.
Yeah, out of control, robust behavior. The theater employees accused the two of quote unquote vaping, singing, recording, and causing a disturbance during
in every guy's crotch.
Yeah. So they're just getting hammered.
There's a disturbance
and vaping and rubbing each other and singing and having a grand old time at Beetlejuice, the musical. This is all slap in the Denver Post.
Does she do this just to slap her husband in the face with this?
Of course. Do you have a cleavage pic?
Oh, guys, I'm building up to it. Have a little patience.
This is mean, quite frankly.
She's gonna get the Capitol stormed again.
Used a little foreplay if you want to get with a girl like her. They got warned a few times and then asked to leave. And according to one usher, he said, they told me they would not leave. I told them that they need to leave the theater, and if they do not, they will be trespassing. I told them I would be going to get Denver police. They said, go get them. And so they didn't, they're telling the usher to fuck off, basically. Here's the tape, Mark, that everybody's talking about. And I've condensed it down to just under a minute here. You see she's being escorted out. There's her man who's trying to, waistband his boner real quick before he gets up out of the seat.
Yeah.
He's grabbing his stuff. The usher's like, come on, guys.
I want to leave with her.
He's like, thank God. Thank you, sir.
He's happy. And then this is a shot people are really looking at right here when she comes out the door there. And then there's another angle here.
Yeah.
She comes under right under the security cam. People are really looking at that one.
She gave someone the hand.
Yeah. Is she flicking people off or like, dude? Now she's telling the manager something. She's not happy.
Don't you know?
I think she said she's on the board. And then this shot, people as she twirls out to the exit, people like that one.
That guy's like, yes, thank you. Like it was said, thanks. I'm gonna go home with her now to the hotel.
She's twirling in the alleyway, and then once again, there goes that rack just right down the stairs, right under the security cam.
That's definitely open carry.
Look at that rack go down the stairs.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm telling you guys. I don't even know. Like when I had to research all this shit about the Beetlejuice that you didn't care about, Mark. Obviously, nobody cares about. Nobody cared about her getting kicked out of the theater.
To the cleavage.
Right. Everything I saw about this story was just people wanting to see pictures of Boebert's rack, which she.
I'd already forgotten which play they were seeing until you said
Beetlejuice the musical. Okay. And here it is again for you. So I've gotten the stills. There she is, first emerging when she first got kicked out. And you see the dress is really just putting the puppies right out there.
You know what this is? She was
she is under the next one.
She was getting jealous of people saying Mace is hotter than her. This is what this is.
I think she is jealous of Nancy Mace. That's for sure.
This is a revenge dress for her ex-husband and for Nancy Mace getting a lot of love recently.
Yep. And she's running and she's got an election coming up. And so I think she wants to make a splash. And I think she's taking a page out of Nancy Pelosi's book. I think that she's like, it worked for Pelosi when she got caught being like on the elitist yacht club, but then she had her giant cans out. So everybody just talked about her cans and was like, actually, Nancy's actually pretty relatable. Look at those giant cans. And then Boebert's like, I can just do whatever I want as long as I keep my cans out, and then that'll be the story. And I think she's actually got onto something with
those cans. Are like a false. Those cans are like a false flag, you know.
Yeah. I forget everything. You know what?
Yeah. That's like the Men in Black mind eraser.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, she'll get a Democrat's vote right after showing those. You know.
Yeah, I hate immigrants as well. What? No, close the border. Yeah. Whatever.
Nuke the Middle East.
So I mean, I think that like, if you're looking for somebody to blame who started this trend, I'd say it's Nancy, because I think this is not our Nancy, not Mace, Pelosi. I think that this she is pulling the Pelosi right here, just making the story about the cans. And
whoever is running against her in the election can just pack it up after that dress. It's over.
Yeah,
that's the end of that. That's the end of that.
She barely won the last election, and so you think this will increase her vote share, Mark?
I mean, 1,000,000%. That dress. That's the end of the election.
Yeah,
it's done.
If she's running against any other woman, it's in the bag.
No, it's a guy. It's a dude. He's a Democrat. He only lost by 546 votes last time. A lot of people are saying she will get upset because people are embarrassed her in the district. But regardless, I like watching her play this role a hell of a lot more than Madison Cawthorn, who we had to watch play it for the last like 2 years before this. So this is much better. Boebert.
Adam Frisch is who she's going against.
I might not agree with some of her policies, but that dress is going to win her the vote, the election.
I would rather watch her twirl in that dress 1 trillion times than watch Madison Cawthorn beat up a tree one more time. You know,
then watch him twirl in his wheelchair.
Yeah,
Frisch better bring his A game. That's all I know.
Oh, dude,
he better. Yeah. He better bring it. He better bring his A game. He might want to buy himself a pair of BIRDDOGS, guys. And if you want to land yourself a babe who will vape and drink with you at a live musical that you both stupidly agreed to go to together because you knew it wasn't right for you, but you went anyways, get yourself some BIRDDOGS, because chicks like this are instantly attracted to the BIRDDOGS appeal of being both very classy in appearance, but also moisture wicking and quick drying at the same time. Okay. They get it. Party girls understand. So go to birddogs.com/hard to get yourself a pair and a polo today. And along with that, get a free water bottle while you're at it. That's birddogs.com/hard. Go do it right now.
He kept saying like, she's going to get us kicked out of here with that dress.
Yeah. Dude, he knew it was going to happen and he loved it.
Live comment from Eric M. My wife has small tits, so that's the most boob I've seen in a minute.
Nice. Eric's winning tonight.
All right. I think I'm up. Got a couple of odd stories for you today. One is awful. and then one is awesome. So that the A's, the good A, the bad A. First up, let's go with the awful one. Seattle police officer Daniel Alderer, who is the vice president of the Seattle Police Officers Guild. That's their union. Top guy there, one of the top guys, has some pretty disgusting body cam audio released of a conversation he was having with another union leader, the actual top guy, the only guy ahead of him. Alderer called Guild President Mike Solan to report his findings on a civilian death related to another police officer, Kevin Dave, driving to a crime scene, and then he struck 23-year-old Janavi Kandula. I think I have a picture of Janavi, with his police car.
Whoa,
and he was traveling up to 23 years old. He was traveling up to 74 miles an hour. You'll hear on the report, maybe they fudged it a little bit, but he was, going quickly with his lights on to the crime scene, didn't see her, struck and killed her. And here is the body cam. They sent Alderer, the vice president of the guild, to go investigate if there was any wrongdoing. Was the officer drunk? Was he negligent? So he has now conducted his research, and he's calling the top boss to talk about what he found about this hit.
That's out of control. That's not reckless for a trained driver. Yeah, lights and sirens. Yeah. Yeah. Well, there's some. Initially, he said she was in a crosswalk. There's a witness that says no, she wasn't. But that witness could be different because I don't think she was thrown 40 feet either. I think she went up on the hood, hit the windshield. Then when he hit the brakes, flew off the car. But she is dead. No, it's a regular person.
Oh. Well, what did the person say?
Yeah, just write a check. Just $11,000. She was 26 anyway. She had limited value.
There it is. There it is. Laughing about her dying, got her age wrong. She was 23. She had a name. It was Janavi Kandula. He values her at $11,000 to the Seattle Police Department. Write a check. She had limited value. She worth, and they're laughing about her death.
I saw the Seattle Police Department
fired.
Well, surely he is, right? Because the Seattle Police Department logo.
What was the guy saying? Because it sounds like he was laughing too on the other end. Is my guess,
right?
Laughing,
so if they're putting this out there in the public, wouldn't they be basically wanting to get rid of these guys at this point?
I would fucking hope so. I mean, look, obviously not all officers are dickheads. Like retired vet, the cannabis cop, the Dutch Hammer, shout out, is one of the coolest, nicest people I've ever met. But I mean, behavior like this, and I'm like, maybe the Chaz was right in Seattle. That's how the Seattle top police act.
Well, I mean. We've seen we've seen it all over the board from Seattle Police. We saw the guy who performed heroically when he stopped the guy from chugging too much gasoline a couple weeks ago, and then we've seen this. So this is very bad.
Yeah.
But I will say the police department released both videos on their own, so maybe that means they want to get rid of these guys. Because I don't know why you'd release that video if you wanted to keep that dude.
The president and vice president of the union over there are fucking pieces of shit. At the Seattle Police Department.
That is fucked up, dude. One time, this is a long time ago, but when I first moved to Austin, I got hired to film this thing, and it was like part of an organization for people who have lost loved ones to police in high-speed pursuits, because this happens a fucking shit ton, where the cops will be chasing someone through a residential
area. They're focused on like, I'm going to a murder scene, I gotta get my head right, and they don't see someone. Of course.
Yeah, and it was the most depressing thing I've ever filmed in my life, because it's just women, like mothers, crying, and at the end I was like, you know what, no fucking charge for this. This is insane. Like, and it happens. You didn't
laugh about their deaths? Like the guys.
I did not laugh about their deaths. No.
Oh, okay.
It was very sad.
Here's the memorial for Janavi. I mean, like, what are they doing? Like, I understand that it happens, and of course it's going to happen, but like, you don't have to like fucking laugh about it and then say her. What are they doing? Anyways,
well, they were trying to get, like, I mean, police to basically they were
lobbying
pay more to just not do high speed chases. If it's not like an extremely violent like crime or something, like if you're chasing like a drug dealer, let him fucking go. Don't risk anyone's life.
No, I get that. And I think that's been a thing for a while. With this, I don't even think it was a high speed chase. I think this guy was going to the scene of a crime. And like, if you want to hurry up and stop an armed robbery or like,
you're never gonna get rid of this happening in general.
No,
the way that this guy handled it,
it was an accident. No one's saying it wasn't an accident. It's just,
well, that wasn't the guy that actually hit her.
No, he wasn't even involved. The guy's probably very distraught that hit her.
This is the union boss.
Correct.
So, and who are oftentimes active duty officers at the same time as being the union boss. So, like, that's the way the union boss was talking about it was just inappropriate. And I mean, they gotta discipline him, man. I mean, it's horrible.
I get there's gallows humor, like people like doctors and shit, you know, like because it's a high stress job. They see fucking murder and death all the time.
Right. They talk about it differently than normal people do because
this isn't the scene to do it at, where a woman was just hit and killed and say she's worth $11,000. That wasn't even that funny. That's not even like gallows. Humor. That wasn't even gallows humor. That was just how he felt.
Yeah, well, that was just being a piece of shit.
Yeah, no, that was just him being the dickheaded union boss, and he's like, I don't want to give more than an $11,000 check out for this.
That's what he honestly felt about her life. Yeah, $11,000. Yeah. All right. Anyways, fuck that dude and the other guy on the other end of the phone. Next story is a lot better than the horseshit going on in Seattle PD. New York fashion show that's underway, and that's art, I guess. You know, and you know how I feel about artsy fartsy stuff. Not good. Don't care for it.
Not a fan of the arts.
No, not really. Like a lot of modern art and many forms of art, fashion shows are bullshit. Turns out, you can literally wear anything, as mocked in the hilarious movie Zoolander, and people will think, "Hey, that's awesome."
I think if it's different enough, you can do it.
I think, and also, aren't a lot of fashion shows? They have the theme and they purposely come out in insane shit that will then be like dulled down to what the actual product that goes on the streets is. Like, isn't that a thing where you go insane?
Don't care for it.
It's like concept cars. It's like a concept car.
Wes, like, dude, that even happens in like sports fashion, like jerseys, right? They like say that the shit you get is anywhere close to like the quality of what they're wearing on the field. It's not like it's just.
I'm saying it's like a concept car that looks insane. You don't never get it.
Tone it down. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Right. Like maybe. Okay, I can see that. But remember, you can like rebrand Payless shoes, for example, and give them a fancy French name and some fake prestige, and fashion experts will pay thousands of dollars for $30 shoes, as evidenced in that ABC World News Tonight bit we've referenced a lot in the show back in 2018, where they called Payless Paylessy, and items sold for over $500.
That was incredible.
It's just all fucking bullshit. They got Colombian decaf coffee crystal.
You think Martin Reese's water in the crystal jars is worth, like, do you think it came from a gutter somewhere? It didn't come from a fucking
water like
remote spring. I think some of that stuff, for sure.
No,
Box
it's all
water,
smoke
100%.
and mirrors.
Our friends at Box Water,
but T-Rex on it for fucking.
A lot of it's probably
son of a bitch.
These aren't. It's not real coffee.
Yeah, it's decaf. Why, you son of a bitch. Chris Farley, RIP. And to prove this point that it's all fucking bullshit, one more time, taking a page from Zoolander, a random dude took to the walkway in New York fashion show in a clear trash bag, a shower cap, and athletic shorts, and the morons in the crowd cheered, thinking, wow, what great fashion. And then were shocked when a security guard chased after the man who was not part of the show at all, but an imposter illegally on stage. Here you go.
Amazing. Yeah. I love the cockiness of this not homeless guy, probably.
He just was proving a point. That's all
bullshit. Funny dude.
There goes the security guard. Yeah, he's just being hilarious. Hope his friend filmed it.
He's obviously like a bro in an outfit, and they started cheering for him,
taking pictures of him and shit.
Seats.
What?
Dude, that was amazing.
What happened?
That was amazing.
The fashion police got me. Yeah. Anyways,
that's awesome. I love it. He was like looking back the whole time because he thought
he knew he was getting busted.
Yeah. Pretty good.
Yeah.
So, anyways, it's all bullshit.
Love it. Yeah.
Fucking bullshit.
That one was a good one.
Industry. Well, also, I mean, high end, everything high end is just like, it's not worth it. And producer Eric goes, Mitch the glitch Borgie in the private chat. So Mark, you didn't see what we saw. We didn't hear what you said for about 10 seconds, and then all of a sudden it all spat out in about 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So it was like you were played, like it froze and then played you in fast forward. It was crazy.
Am I even here? Is this
You're
AI?
good now.
You're
Is this
back.
AI?
You're back now.
I'm actually watching TV right now with my wife. This has all been AI.
The AI had you in its grasps for like a good 5 seconds there.
Nice.
It was crazy.
Well, yeah. Anyways, those idiots are paying thousands of dollars for fancy fashion show seats, and they have no idea what the fuck's going on.
They sure are.
You could do whatever you want to those idiots. Yeah.
Videos where rich people and pretentious people get tricked are awesome.
The best.
They're always
We should
awesome.
get into those because we enjoy them so much. We should come up with some scenarios where we can do that.
Penn and Teller bullshit was great because that's what they would do to them all the time.
We could easily come up with a concept for that.
Oh yeah, easily. Okay. Last couple stories of the day. These both come from our UK correspondent Andrew Parker, and are both stories that have to do with sex. So
horny lad.
What was it called?
Sex double sex something.
Oh, hold on, I got it written down. West. I mean, it was great branding. Hold on, West. Here it is. Double trouble, sex double.
There it is.
Yeah, double trouble, sex double. First up is a PSA to all of our horny UK listeners who may have attended an orgy at a house on Lindholm Road in Kidderminster, England. So if your ears perked up, if you're listening, if you remember getting fucked by a man who said his name was Luke at one of those parties on Lindholm Road, just keep listening. Also, and perhaps something that pertains to even more of our UK listeners, if you've ever gotten online or social media and hired a 26-year-old bisexual woman by the name of Naomi to fuck you, her name's not Naomi, it's Luke Davis, and he's 29 years old, and he's being accused of going around England's sex parties and online, especially those on Lindholm Road, and spreading HIV to unsuspecting orgy participants. So
so he's a gift giver. Remember the bug chasers
he's a
and
gift
the gift givers?
Yeah, but don't you have to be willing to be like
to be a gift giver? To be a gift giver, technically, you're supposed to have a willing bug chaser working with you. But I think that some gift givers, like this complete piece of trash, just go around and actually try to give people HIV on purpose.
Just ask him, Wes. He'll tell you he's a gift giver.
Of course he is. Yeah. Again, if you fuck Naomi, hate to break it to you, that's Luke, and he has HIV. He's already been confirmed to have passed his HIV to one unfortunate person, and now the West Mercia police are encouraging anyone who thinks they may have come in contact, sexual contact with Luke or his alias Naomi, to get yourself tested immediately. Now, Luke,
you'd know, right? You'd know because Naomi had a cock and balls.
Yeah, exactly. And listen, if you're in this inner circle with Luke and Lindholm Road and Naomi, you could have gotten HIV 10 times by now.
I'll just go ahead and say it. If you're in England and you are having sex with somebody who calls themselves Naomi, but they have a full-on male package, you need to go to the clinic.
That's right.
Yeah, no, yeah. I mean,
yeah. You need to get in your Volkswagen.
I mean, I don't know how many
don't put it off
in this profession are going by that moniker, but you
don't put it off.
This is a little unique, right? There's not too many.
Yeah. But now the police
could have been another Naomi.
Right. I wouldn't think that. Like, don't let that thought crop up.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was Hugh Grant. Now
again, which one? Hugh Grant didn't sleep with a transgender person. You guys keep getting that wrong. Eddie Murphy did. He slept with
no, Mark. I haven't got it wrong since you corrected me.
Hugh Grant slept with a prostitute.
No, he didn't. Yes, but it's not a transgender person.
This person's not a transgender person either. This is bisexual.
Oh, I thought you said
I was just saying
Naomi.
I did.
Naomi.
Oh, wait.
But you said Naomi. That's a woman's name, right?
I don't know. You said I didn't say transgender though.
But you said Luke is the actual person's name, and then you said he goes by Naomi, which would mean I mean he probably plays as a woman.
He's a cross-dresser.
Cross-dresser then.
Yes. Okay. He's a drag queen.
That's where we got. So okay.
Anyway,
but prostitute
too though.
But Hugh
Luke
Grant
is a drag queen that goes by Naomi. if you've had sex with that person, go get tested.
Yeah.
Listen, if you're fucking a prostitute in HIV in England, go get tested. Anyway,
someone's like, see, the Naomi I fucked was a transgender, not a cross. In the clear.
I do think one article. I do think one article did say transgender, but I didn't know which one it was.
Who knows if Naomi Lucas signs it? That's what's happening. Okay, Luke is Naomi, Finkel is Einhorn, Einhorn is Finkel.
Right.
Yeah.
Figure
Luke
it out.
and Naomi both have cocks. All right.
Yeah.
And they're fucking people, and Luke's got HIV, and so does Naomi, and now
Yeah,
the police need your help. And what they need your help with is putting Luke away because he pled not guilty, and now they want you to out yourself and be like, "Oh, I was on Lindholm Road," or "Oh, I fucked Naomi."
Yeah,
and go
if you
get
can say you
tested.
got HIV and you can say he didn't tell you, then
you will save other people from living that same experience.
Yeah. So police are asking everyone. They're saying, "Look, we know it's a sensitive subject. We know we're going to keep it very confidential for you. You can call 101 or whatever the emergency is over there, and just tell us, hey, I was at Lindholm Road. You know,
I fucked Naomi.
Fuck Naomi. Yeah, I know. I have HIV. And then they'll call you in and they'll put you on the stand.
IFN to the police. They've set it up.
Don't listen to the police. They're gonna put you on the stand.
With all the people in wigs. Tell them what you told us.
They're gonna put your ass on the stand, baby.
Unveil you in court.
Here are your accusers, Naomi.
The key witness.
They're gonna be photographed by the fucking paparazzi. Yeah.
All those judges in wigs just judging you, just staring at you like you're
do yourself a favor. Yeah, go get tested, but don't tell the police about it. Whatever you do.
Send an anonymous letter.
Yeah, send an anonymous letter. Whatever you do.
Yeah, that's a good. That's a good.
Yeah. Anyway.
They'll find you though with the fingerprints and the DNA these days. So
yeah, they will.
Convince a buddy in the orange, right? Convince a buddy that was also, hey, I'm going to do it if you do it. It's the right thing to do, and get a buddy to
right, like you're going to jump off a ledge at the same time, but then you don't do it.
1, 2. Oh, you're on the stand. You're on the stand. Sorry.
Yeah. I mean, they're going to find.
Hey, we saved a lot of people though.
You're going to find a lot of people with HIV. Unfortunately, probably
the whole town.
Yeah. No, they need to get that person off the streets. I don't know.
You're going to sex parties and having unprotected sex. You know, you're running a big risk. Guys, moving on. This one comes to us from Australia. And let me ask you a question. If you're engaged, okay, you decided that you're going to visit a prostitute, you're in a relationship, whatever. What's the worst possible scenario that you can see coming from that visit with the prostitute?
You got her pregnant.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
100%. Or AIDS, like we just talked about. One of the two.
Right. Or
she's invited to your wedding.
She films you without you knowing about it and sends the video to your fiance.
Well, that's
okay, but what's the
scam? Classic
okay, yeah,
scam.
but what's the situation with this fiance in particular? Is it one that would be like, okay, I get it, it's the last time, blah blah blah, or is it one that's going to be like it's over? Yeah.
Is it ever jokes on her? My fiance knew I was banging you.
Well, at bachelor parties, I think the one time, Mark, the one time you might be able to get away with that with some women is at a bachelor party.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe
it's
time.
It's very possible.
Very
not
rare,
not any woman that I know, but
the one time you may be able to.
The wedding would be awesome.
It's your bachelor party. If it's your bachelor party,
not any woman that I married.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know any woman that would do that. Anyway, that's what one whore named Brooke Ariel Grace Baker did. And look, before we get into it, I know that when a lot of people think of whores, they think of professionals who are like machines, just turning out punters, which is a term we just learned, aka Johns, one by one, no emotional attachment or feelings involved. That's not always the case. You see, women at their core are a little, how do I say, cuckoo. And even more important, they're human, right? So when this whore was frequented by this same John over and over again, she got a little attached. And she hatched a plan to make him hers forever. Actually, maybe she did that. Also, she could of just the first time they had sex, filmed him going down on her, which, by the way, bold move, pal, eating out a whore. That bravo. You know what I mean?
That's a weird. Why is he doing that? Is that something that he doesn't get allowed to do at home, or what? Like, what is that? What is that?
Maybe she's, dude. I mean, you're in the moment. I don't know. You know,
most women I feel like would allow it. So that's
right, of course. But it's an interesting choice for the man, because you'd think that typically that's not one of the top things you'd go to a woman of the night for. You know,
usually you'd think about the opposite, like he'd want to get blown.
Right. Like, hey, can I just pay you $50 to eat you out all night long?
Yeah, that's weird.
You know,
the girlfriend experience, though,
that's a psychopath.
Many whores offer. They allow the kissing. Yeah,
that's a fucking psychopath.
They allow the kissing. They allow the maybe eating them out.
And it's not because that's not an enjoyable act. I think all three of us enjoy the act. It's just with the prop.
He's leaving with like a giant herpes sore on his mouth already. Like, thank you so much. This was incredible.
Yeah. And I'm just speculating, but I bet she has countless of films of her Johns that she filmed without knowing, just in case.
That's what I was thinking, Wes. I didn't think she was falling in love with this guy. I thought she was just a blackmail.
Right, it was just blackmail. It's smart,
but
if this was your career.
Listen to the story, and you might think differently, because I still don't know what's going on. So this guy stopped seeing Amelia. He was like, "I'm getting engaged. I can't see you anymore, Amelia."
I'll call it off. All right,
just one of her aliases. Yeah.
Can't explain the mouth blisters anymore.
Right. I gave her the ring.
I only get sick and anxious so much, and she can tell that I'm not either.
Yeah. You're draining me here.
The cold stores are really stacking up.
Yeah.
So this prostitute got pissed when he stopped seeing her. So she contacted him, claiming she was pregnant. And let me tell you, by the way, I told you guys that story by the time that loser contacted me, telling me the girl that we were both sleeping with was pregnant.
You did, which is nuts.
Oh, yeah. For another time,
right? Yeah. Weird one.
For another time, maybe
that's a call you don't want to feel.
That was a crazy call. That was a crazy call. Ruined my day. She also contacted.
Ruin your day. Yeah, that was.
Oh yeah, he meant to ruin my day. He was mad that
he was jealous you were banging her.
Yeah, he was mad. He was mad because he was banging her first. Yeah.
Right.
She also contacted his fiance and partner of 4 years to claim he had been cheating on her. Okay, so yeah, okay. The whore contacts your fiance, and she says this. You know, you can probably lie your way out of it. Maybe you're like, she's crazy. You know, this is just she's nuts.
I mean,
she's like, I knew they weren't pimples on your lips.
Yeah, but then
it explains a lot, honestly, Henry.
She had the video, guys. She had the video of the guy going down on her, and in October last year, she sent that video to an email, which read, "The victim's name cheats on his fiance's name at gmail.com," and he sent it to the man and his fiance. So now she's seen the video. Okay. So, but here's the good thing is that now the woman, the fiance, hates this woman.
That's AI.
Hates her, right? She hates this woman. She thinks she's trying to ruin her life. So now the two are bonded together against this whore. So the couple reported the video to the police. They apprehended a violence order to protect the victim from this whore, which, by the way, going to the file, that report must have been a long car ride, you know, going to file that report with your fiance.
Oh yeah, I mean, she's mad at you, but
you're hitting every red light.
Yeah,
she's mad at you, but luckily she hates this woman so much that you can hopefully ride the coattails of that to not get murdered in your sleep.
Right. Yeah. It's almost over, honey. It's almost over. Rubbing her leg. It's almost over. Months later,
you're wondering if she's gonna, drive the car into a wall.
You're half expecting to wake up with a knife in your chest.
Yeah,
probably 1,000%. For the next 3 months.
Oh, we're bonding against this poor. Awesome.
This is incredible.
This is awesome. Yeah.
I hate her.
Yeah, I hate her too.
Yeah. She sucks so much.
Yeah.
Wish I'd never eaten her out those 5,000 times.
Yeah.
I mean, who films you when you're eating your,
He must have been really focused.
Yeah. So months later, after they filed this police report, this dude was stopped at a traffic light on his way to work when this whore showed up, just standing at his car. She jumps in to his car, to which point he's like, "Get the fuck out of here." However, she stayed in the car and an argument ensued while the victim kept driving. So here he is driving to work. He's engaged, and he's arguing with a psychotic whore who's trying to ruin his life while he's going to work.
Like, he got himself into this stuff.
Yeah, you got to call it sick, right?
Yeah.
This is the.
Yeah, you gotta call in sick.
You definitely have to call in sick. But he made this bet. He's got a lie in it. He's got to deal with this whore head on because like he ate her out so many times. Like he put himself in this basket.
This is like this should be a movie, dude.
It's
this
crazy.
Is awesome.
Yeah. So then
gotta take her to eat.
He told her, no, this is brilliant. What he told her, he said, I'm driving you right to the police station. And then she was like, fine, I'll get out. So she got out. She didn't want to get in trouble, which was genius by him. He was just going to drive to the police station. So at 6:15 the next day, this is all from the New York Post article. She sent him a text, which he didn't respond to. Then she sent him 244 texts in 5 hours and tried to call him 87 times.
Yeah.
Okay. Now
that's not stop.
That's crazy. So the guy said he was feeling extremely anxious. It was bringing him back into the state of depression due to the harassing nature of behavior. And they finally issued a warrant.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's like, honey, look at this horse. She's calling again.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Was this guy like not into the horror world, or was like he dipped his toe and didn't know how crazy it was gonna get, or like this guy seems so unprepared for the situation.
I mean,
he's like, honey, I drove her crazy. Look, I drove her crazy, honey.
Yeah.
You should let me go down on you more.
Yeah.
I drove her fucking crazy.
Look at all these women that are going crazy over me. You're a lucky girl.
Look at this.
This guy, his wife is leaving him 100%.
He thinks he's back in
when it all blows over.
Yeah. So back in January, they issued a warrant for her arrest. She failed to appear for her sentencing, but I guess recently she did turn up, and this is the only shot I could find of her. There she is.
She's like wearing a Russian-looking lady with like a very
a
scowl on her face.
Yeah,
I'm thinking a little bit Latino.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. I mean,
but like if
Australia,
if a Latina could have a Russian demeanor to her,
yeah, sure.
You know,
oh yeah,
and then he's just wanting to eat that out over
and
over.
I mean, I'm sure this is like
get out of my car before I eat you out the back seat.
This guy is. I mean, he's the star of the show in this whole thing.
Yeah, you're gonna make me eat you out, aren't you?
Yeah. So
right, one last time, and then you're going to jail.
All right, let me pay you to do it again.
Yeah,
stop on the way to the police station.
All right.
So anyway, she did plead guilty to one count of failing to appear in court.
Paying a whore to eat her out? What an idiot!
Yeah, I mean,
it's one of the funniest crimes,
and it backfired so terribly
DJ
on him.
Khaled is so pissed right now. Hearing about this,
I can't believe this story. Nah, that ain't true.
Yeah, it backfired pretty bad on the guy. She did plead guilty to stalking or intimidating.
Happened.
She got arrested. The prostitute.
Well, she pled guilty to stalking or intimidating and harassment charges, and it says Magistrate Bree Chisholm adjourned the matters to be dealt with together on October 24th and ordered a sentencing assessment report. So she's be back in court on October 24th when she'll be sentenced, or they'll find out the fate. But I mean,
this guy getting in any trouble with his work? She's hopping in the car on his way to work.
Dude, I don't know. I don't know. They didn't even name the guy. They didn't even share his name, obviously. But
everyone in that town knows, though.
Oh yeah.
He's driving them crazy. They're jumping in his car.
Every therapist knows who he is. Yeah. So.
Oh, that's an amazing story.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It really is.
Fucking crazy. I mean, that's the worst case scenario.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the show. I'm off tomorrow. I'm gonna spin the wheel for you gents.
Take who is it? Will off?
On high five.
That's
So
That's on high five.
Mark and Will for the coffee.
Okay.
I want to shake your hand.
I'm gonna shake your hand. 50-50.
That guy's got to get it together.
That's me. I was due. Got it. Got you.
There you go. Hope you guys have a great show tomorrow. Yeah, that's it. That's it for the show. We love you. Check out patreon.com/hardfactor. Some really funny episodes this week on the Hive Hour. Florida Man Friday.
Oh
Enjoy
my
it.
goodness, we do a deep dive on Blippi. You gotta get in there.
I mean, I laughed pretty hard tonight, but I don't think I've ever laughed as hard in my life as during the Blippi deep dive.
The Blippi deep dive was a whole new level, and it was organic too. You didn't even mean to do it on Blippi deep dive, but it was
gut busting laughter.
It was good.
Are we moving up
there? Yeah. Are we moving up the time starting tomorrow?
Oh, that's right, man. I had too much on the thing. Should have announced at the top of the show.
Now, Wes. Tell the
but yes, we're
the 10% of people that stick around to the end.
Well, we'll do a story in the morning, or maybe someone can mention it in the story. If you join us live, if you're listening right now, we're going to be moving up the recording time for our live shows an hour. So if you normally watch at 8 p.m. Eastern, you can now watch at 7 p.m. Eastern because of football because we want you to enjoy football.
And right before kickoff Sunday night, Monday night, Thursday night, and we're not going to do different times Tuesday and Wednesday. So
right. So now you don't have to choose between us and football. We don't want you to have to. And there you go. So we're gonna tape early, at least on those nights, probably every night. I think every night for now, and then eventually we're gonna reassess
until we change it again. But for the next couple months, 7 p.m. Eastern.
7 p.m. pregame for NFL football with Hard Factor. You can do that on every night it's played, Sunday, Monday, and Thursday.
So,
there you go. All right, that's it. We love you, and we hope you have a great fucking day.